Hi guys, killing it outdoors. Me and Izzy here. Tonight, we're going to talk about some deer that I've killed in the past and the hunts behind them and why we're going to start videotaping and um, doing the editing and all that and the great hunts that I've had in the past and why I want to start videotaping. Um, so we've got 4 bucks we're going to go over tonight. 3 of them are a bow kill bucks, and one is a rifle kill. Um, we uh, we wanted to do a video. It's just cold. We didn't want to get out and do anything, so we just decided that we're going to do this. Do a few videos like this. Talk about some of the deer that I've got, that she's got. Um, this very first one was a kill from 2016. Um, he's a big deer. I am very blessed. God blessed me with the chance to shoot this big old deer. Um, so there's a good story behind this one. I was actually after a very nice deer about like this one. He's actually up on the wall. My son shot him with his rifle during youth season though that year. Um, so I went back to looking for a different buck. I went out like a week later. Youth season's over, so I go back to bow hunting, and it was just a day that I didn't think I'd see anything. It's kind of warm. I didn't think the deer was going to move much. I just kind of got up in my stand, kicked back, and relaxed. Um, about 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the afternoon, I had this little spike come by me. So I sat there, watched him as he walked by me at 20 yards or so. Well, then I grunted at him and snort wheezed at him. And he stopped. He looked around, couldn't find out where it was coming from. Well, a few minutes later, I decided to mess with him again, and he's just milling around out in front of me. So I did it again, and then all of a sudden, I seen 2 bucks coming down through the timber, ways from us, and it was this deer and another one that was a little bit bigger than him. But the one a little bit bigger than him actually went off the other direction. This one came out into the field and actually ran that little spike over and stood over the top of him. And so this went on for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes of him standing over the top of this little deer. He was all puffed up, and he ended up coming up, and I think I shot him at like 22 yards. And as he ran off, I hurt shot him. And as he ran off, the blood was just pumping out both sides of him. He made it like, I don't know, 25, 30 yards, maybe 40 from where he was at. But he didn't make it too awfully far. Um, but it was awesome. It's one of my hunts that I so wish I would have had on videotape. Um, it was just a very, very cool experience. A lot of people don't get to experience hunts like that. The next one she's getting ready to grab, he is my bow kill buck from last year. Yes. Um, this deer, I wish I would have had this hunt on videotape. This was so awesome. Um, this deer, it was a freak ordeal. This one is one of them that would have been so awesome to have on video, but I didn't. And this is one of the reasons why we're starting to do this and videotape hunts and do all this is even if we get to just go back and look at the hunts, it's going to be worth it to me and her. But anyway, we'll get back to this. She was in school. I did is like well, no, you wasn't in school. It's
No, I
like
was with you.
December 23rd. Um and anyway, we was out hunting, and we I told her I was just out to shoot a doe with my bow. I didn't care. I wanted to make some more jerky and stuff. I was going to kill a doe. We had quite a few of them come around. What she's showing you, I'll show you here in a minute. Um, so anyway, I had this doe come down through, give me the perfect shot, and as I released it, she stepped forward, and so I kind of shot back a little bit. Well, she made a big loop in the timber and came back to me, so I drew back again, was going to shoot her again, and she took off running. She saw me draw back. So she ran up this hill and out into this hayfield and lay down. I watched her lay down. I'm like, okay, so I have to get out of the blind. I have to belly crawl up over this hill and draw my bow back and stand up real quick and shoot her. So I do this, and I know I'm within like 20 yards of her. So I draw my bow back, stand up, and as I do this, I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I look over, and this buck here, it stands up beside me at like 17 yards. Well, he's facing right at me, but it's kind of up a hill. And the only thing I can think of is he's getting ready to dart. So the only thing I can think of is shooting right through the throat and cut all them arteries because I shoot a great big mechanical broadhead. Um,
I wasn't with you for this hunt. I wasn't with you, but I was with you to recover it.
yes, that's right.
As I say, I remember going and getting him, but I was not with you for the hunt. It was too cold or something, so I didn't want to go out with you.
So so anyway, so I've got two deer now. Well, anyway, this doe's still sitting there looking at me, so I hurry up, grab another arrow, I draw back, I shoot her, and he took off running all across the field. Well, I didn't want to go spook him any. I knew she was done, so I just went back and sat in the blind until dark. And so I went and found my arrow. So once dark came on, I went and found my arrow, and found found that I'd hit him good, like he was spewing blood like no other. Um, so I went and got help, and because he was pretty big bodied deer, I knew I was going to end up needing help.
Me
A buddy of mine
yeah.
came and helped me. Um, so we got down there, we kept tracking blood and kept tracking blood and kept tracking blood. And it'd go big spots of blood and then nothing. And so we ended up going like 200 yards before we found him. And there was just blood everywhere where we found him. It was just such a cool hunt. But I'm going to show you. I do a lot of playing with like hydro dipping and stuff like that on the side, just messing around. Well, I thought it would be pretty cool to make one of my deer heads glow. So that's what she's doing. She's trying to get it charged so it will glow. I want to show you this.
Right. Big light.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, that really shows up good. It really shows up good. Oh my.
So I thought it kind of turned out kind of cool. It's just kind of a oddball kind of thing.
You have to charge it with a black light though. You can't, like, regular light won't charge it. It has to be a black light. It was like black light paint or something.
Yeah. But I thought it was kind of cool. Just as you could see, the one before I hydro dipped it. I've got two more down here that I hydro dipped. The next one she's going to show you is a 10 that I hydro dipped years ago. I shot him years ago when she was a small child. When I first got into hydro dipping, I hydro dipped it for her. It's got like little flowers or something on it. But this deer was a pretty cool experience too. Um, he's just a mainframe 10. This was a late season hunt, like I don't know, like it was like January 1st or something crazy like that. It's been a long time ago since this one. But I actually got off work. I worked third shift at the time when I killed this deer. And so I just actually went out to check my trail cameras after work. But I grabbed my bow because it was still bow season, just in case. I'm still in my work clothes. And I go walking down this fence line to check my trail camera. Well, this buck comes walking out like 100 yards away from me. And I'm like, oh, crap. I'm in my regular clothes. He's going to smell me. Wind's right to him. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I get down on my belly and I crawl and I crawl and I crawl and I move very slow, but I can keep an eye on him. I can see what he's doing. So I get pretty close to him. I get within 50 yards. I think when I ranged him, he was right at 51 yards. I don't, excuse me, I normally don't like taking shots like that. Like, I really don't like shooting past like 30, 35 yards with my bow. But I'm like, okay, late season, I'm going to try it. So I got up on my knees, drew my bow back. He was facing away from me, so I had to wait until he turned. And I drew my bow back and I released it and I could hear the thud and he took off running. Well, I couldn't tell what kind of shot it was from that far. I couldn't at all. So I'm like, okay. It was kind of a warm day. It wasn't too cold. So, and I had a backpack on. So I just kicked back up against a tree and laid back on my backpack and took a nap for like 2 hours. We went walking down there and I couldn't find any blood. So I kept looking. And I was like, okay, I know exactly where he walked into the timber, where he went in timber. So I started down through there, and he was laying in the bottom of the ditch, probably 50 yards from where I shot him. I only found a few specks of blood. I actually shot him through the top of his lungs. And so, with that being said, I've done this a couple of times now where I've shot just a little too high and shot them through their lungs and the top of their lungs. Well, their whole chest cavity has to fill up with blood before they'll start coughing up blood and stuff. So it was just kind of a cool experience, kind of a cool hunt. Have I taken a shot like that since then? No, I haven't tried taking a long shot like that on a deer since then. But that was a very cool hunt. This next one's actually a rifle hunt or rifle kill.
It's a big boy.
Yeah, this is a big deer. He's probably not the biggest I've ever killed, but this deer was a very old, very mature buck.
He's got the little point.
Yeah, he's got a kicker off his base right here. I don't know, probably 2.5, 3 inch kicker off there. This one was actually a rifle kill.
Another
He
dipping.
Yep. And there's another hydro dipping. It's like a pink. I don't know if you can see it very well,
I kind
but
of blocked the light out, and
it's like a pink kind of camouflage looking that I did.
both of them, this one and the other one, hung up in my room for a while.
This deer here was a deer that I shot walking in. He was chasing a doe. So we got into the timber really late one morning. Like, I don't know, it was probably 8:30, 9 o'clock before I got into the timber. Cold morning, vehicle wouldn't start, and I decided just to go in and stay all day and see what happened. But he was chasing a doe, come running by me. I about didn't shoot him. Then I realized he was a pretty old deer, and of course I knew he was nice, but uh, at first I didn't think he was as big as he is. And then he got out in the wide open where I could see him a little better, and I ended up putting him down. He was very gray faced, very old deer. He was very cool looking. I actually wish I would have had him mounted, as gray as he was. I'd never seen one quite as gray as he had, or as he was. Um, but it was a very cool experience. Watching him chase that doe through the timber. He didn't care about anything around. He he was just all about um, chasing her. I've had a lot of cool experiences like that. Um, of them, they didn't care that I was even there. Like, I stood out in a wide open field one time and watched this big mature buck chasing a doe at like 40, 50 yards from me, but he kept chasing her his bow season, and he kept chasing her around in circles. And they looked at me several times, but they didn't care I was there. Um, but it is very cool experiences hunting, and that's why I do it. I mean, I've had some really, really cool hunts before. I've had some pretty scary experiences before out in the woods too. Um, one morning before it got light, I had a bobcat tried to climb the tree with me. Um, just stuff like that, and like I said, that's why we're getting into videotaping. Bring these videos to you. I hope you guys enjoy them. Um, we will do some more, but I think we're going to pull the mounts off the wall, and we will talk about them one other time. Um, I've got a very cool 12 point on the wall that I will bring down and talk about sometime. I shot him when I was in my early 20s. He was a very cool deer. I hunted my butt off to get him with my bow. Never could get into range. Um, but I knew exactly what he was doing every day. Had some other people hunting him too. I told them exactly what to do to go get him. I told them they was more than welcome to kill him, and they didn't get it done. So I walked in one morning and killed him. I knew exactly what he was going to do, exactly where he was going to lay down. I just had to sit there and wait, and he did exactly what I thought he would. But we'll bring that to you sometime. We will pull all Vizzy's deer down, and we'll walk through them with you. Just make some videos so everybody can watch them. And learn about what we're doing and why we're doing it, and just for the memories. I mean, It's awesome. And like I said many, many times, I'm very blessed to be able to do what I do and get out there and get to hunt. I'm very blessed to have the land that I get to hunt. Um, it just, I'm blessed all the way around. I'm blessed to have the job that I do where I have as much time off as I do now, where I can do this more and hunt a lot more than what I do. And blessed that my daughter loves this just as much as I do. Um, God's blessed us with a lot of blessings to be able to do what we've done. Um, just um, just enjoy life, guys, and that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna bring more content to you just like this. We hope everybody enjoys it.
Soon we'll have some shed hunting up.
Yeah, we're going to do some major shed hunting. We've got a couple bucks that we want to bring sheds or find sheds to. If I can pull it up on my phone, I'll show you guys one of them here.
I'll probably be doing most of the videoing, just us walking up to them, walking around, trying to see if we can find anything, just stuff like that. Soon this summer we'll have a whole bunch of fishing videos we're going to try and put out, bow fishing, just us spending time outdoors.
Right here. I want to find his shed so bad, but he wasn't on the farm very long.
And Ghost.
Oh, and Ghost. We have a deer on the farm we call Ghost. I think I've talked about him before. He's a big deer. Very big deer. He's quite a bit taller than this one. He's about the same width, just really super tall. I stuck him with my bow in 2023, missed him in 24 at 12 yards. I'm hoping to find his sheds this year. Be able to.
No, he's still alive.
Yeah, no, he's still alive. He kind of disappeared. I don't know when I shot at him if I spooked him, and he just didn't want to be around no more, or what happened, or somebody actually shot him. I know I didn't hit him. I shot over the top of his back. It was a freak ordeal that I've never done in my life. I was drawing my bow back, hit my release, and shot the arrow over the top of him.
But we've seen him after that, though.
Oh, we did see him after that. I forgot about that.
Because he was on that field that nobody's supposed to hunt on.
Yep.
So if he did get shot, then he was poached because nobody hunts that land.
Yeah. Well, he could travel anywhere.
That's true.
But
that's where we saw him several times.
Yeah, I forgot we did see him. But that was about a mile away from where we was hunting at, where I kept seeing him. So yeah.
Hopefully we find his shed.
Yeah.
Found his shed last year.
But he did the exact same thing last year, like before rifle season. He disappeared. We thought he was gone when I stuck him. And then I ended up seeing his shed. But we'll be bringing videos to you guys over the sheds we find. Gonna wait till it warms up some. It's pretty cold. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Don't get out in this stuff. It's miserable.
It's snowing again.
Yeah. We do want to do some coyote hunting, but I'm not getting out in this.
It's a little too cold for that right now.
But I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Leave us messages. I'll get back to you. If you guys want to see other stuff, leave me messages. on Facebook. You guys want to see certain stuff, hit me up on Messenger. We can try to get whatever you guys are looking at and want to watch. I mean, we're going to do some bow fishing. I've really come fond of that. And we're just going to do some shooting this year. I want to do some more rifle shooting, practice with her a little more, make sure she's a little more in touch with her gun, her new gun that she's got. There's a few things like that. We'll go over this summer. We'll be shooting our crossbow and bows. We'll go over what our setups are, what I'm using, broadheads that I use, and I'm not one of them type that say, "Hey, use this, use that." You use whatever you're happy with.
Whatever works for you, whatever's available to you.
I've came across a few that I really like. They fly really straight, and that's mine. As I'm a very accurate shooter, I don't like having to fine tune everything from my practice tip to my broadhead. But we'll bring stuff like that to you, and just like I said, subscribe, watch our videos, and like I said, message me if you guys see stuff if there's stuff you want to see. There's deer heads you want me to go back over, show you guys again from videos.
Anyone's in the background.
Yeah.
You want to see, which will most likely show a lot of them in
upcoming videos. Yep. Yeah. But subscribe, guys. Tell people about us. Get us subscribers. We love you all. God bless everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Yep. Thank you. Bye, guys.